Hello everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII, the original, that we've been playing for quite a while now. Let's jump in. So, there's been an epic time that we've been having. Tried to plan it to finish right when the remake dropped, but the remake dropped early. So good for me, disappointing for the stream schedule. Move that mic a little closer. Pardon me. Where we're at, 31 hours, 11 minutes, 357,826 gil level, 67, which is a little disappointing. And we're around the gold saucer. We're going to jump straight on in to where we were, which I think is where what a way to start. We don't need to be what I do need to do is turn my volume down. Please excuse me one moment. There we go, that's much better. So we're on the quest to breed the golden chocobo, and we've been going right. Last stream was a lot of breeding, the chocobo catching, a lot of feeding, so now I've got a wonderful chocobo, I've got a black chocobo, and I need to win 12 races in like 18 battles, and I'll breed them together, hopefully get a golden chocobo. So it should be a lot shorter, but we're going to go win 12 races first. And 18 battles. But not that short. If we get done in the first half hour of the stream, I'll be pretty happy. Racing's gone well so far. Absolutely. So we've got to win 12 races. But we need to win 12 races between Blackie, basically. Blackie's our star. She's going to go. She's going to do it. I'm going to say 8 races. You should definitely win, especially with these stats. I'm much faster, got much better stamina. This should just be an absolute halfway there. Yeah, trying to hit turkeys. I didn't check the stats of the other Chocobo speed stamina, so by the look of this race, I don't have anything to worry about just yet. Actually, I won't take suggestions just yet. I've got too many games to essentially just pluck from the collection and play. But obviously the next one is going to be the remake. Fortunate enough to get a little drop from the gods at Square Enix to Australia. Although I know plenty of people who are in the same position as me, got it early, and basically just jumped straight into starting playing. I don't have that luxury, and honestly, I wanted to commit to seeing this game all the way through. So I'll be maybe 5 days behind when I bought it the last time. We'll see. Seven races in now. Close on tally down here. Cat's bell. There we go. So there's still. Oh my, 124. Okay, so Hamburger here has got the stamina and the top speed to besting, which I'm not super keen on at all. So he could be a challenge. Yeah, where I was 70. Get one more, 80. I'd be comfortable. 9, I'd be very happy. Just because I don't know how many races wonderful or mate, as I call him, is actually going to be able to. I can see that other Chocobo right behind me. He's not far behind. My problem is that I'm kind of strung myself out to just make the finish line without a boost. I'm getting it. Yeah, I can hit the straps right at the end there. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Win. Phoenix down. That's not going to net me too much. Maybe more than 10 or 15. Or not. That's race number 8. Now, this is where I get to the point where I'm not sure Blackie's got the legs to keep me. But we'll find out. Yeah, easy. Hamburger's not even in this race. So this race should be remarkably easier than the last one. But yeah, in front of me, so get my momentum. Okay, so flat chat. Burning speed. Giant pearl on the right hand side. this is the area I found last stream. That was like the easiest to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, which is fights, just repetitive fights. So I gotta win 18 fights. And pretty much on the last area here, you only have to fight this. Tedious. Just we are about to spin on the epic wheel. If you don't know what the epic wheel is, go to Chocobo. Alright, a little bit redundant now, but okay. You go to playtopia.com.au, check out my article on epics.gg, which is the name of the application. It's about crypto collectible trading cards, electronic trading cards, and digital trading cards for Counter-Strike Go. Professional tournaments. Check it out. Every half an hour you get a free spin on the wheel. Yeah, cheers to this. So I just won 2 gold packs, which is good. I'm getting to the point where I don't need gold packs anymore, but I'd still prefer to open them because I have small chances giving a tier 2. That's it. Getting almost a quarter of the way. gold chocobo name? What's a good name for a golden chocobo? Golden I had my character like this. And I can see that Cloud does have HP. That makes me super duper happy. It means we're going to Battle Square tonight. It's lucky and mate are the two that are going to be mated this time. So we're going to let go of Dad. Sorry, Dad. He didn't abandon him. He's just not here anymore. I couldn't get rid of him. Not like the matriarch. So who am I going to make? I'm going to make Blackman. And I'm going to make that's why he's there. Let's give him a mate. What nut are we going to give him? We're going to give him a Zeo nut. It is. What do we get? Come on. We got a female. And Chocobo. Chocobo will do. Look at that stunning shining gold. Now how do I ride? Riding Chocobos. Don't even talk to me. Giddy up. And now let's just check that she really is the golden one. She is. There we go. That's golden Chocobo. So now we can just run across the water and up onto high mountains. And into the Materia cave. What do we get in this one? Over the course of many years, microenergy crystallizes into Materia. Quadra magic. Very helpful. So there's two on this eastern side of the map. One of them's a long way away. You can't actually see it on the map. But it's here. Well, it's not here. It's the island you can see. Not the fastest vehicle, I must say. There we go. So this is the big one. The other ones you can get to with a green, blue, or a black Chocobo. But this is the only cave that you can get to. Well, sorry, this is the cave that you can only get to with the golden Chocobo. And that is our Knights of the Round Materia. It's the most powerful spell in the game. It is 12 knights. It is the Knights of the Round Table. Where are we going? We're going this way. It's the Knights of the Round Table. All 12 of them. And they come out one by one and they rain down hellfire and brimstone. And my word, do they do a lot of damage. Believe that. to replay the last, or mimic the last, the last magic used by a team. And we're going to go up to the gold saucer again. Now, because we're going to go back to Battle Square, but we should really go and get the airship. Because gold choker is cool and all, but I think if we go up to the gold saucer for X amount of time, and come back down, we're not really going to be in the same spot as we were. Plus the airship's just way faster. There's our submarine, just leaving the vehicles scattered everywhere. This is where we fought ultimate weapon. He went down. They all go down. There's the big guys on board. It's a giant snake that we run away from. Very first section of the game. One of the very first bit. One of the first sections of the game. That's it. That is Golden Chocobo. That is all Materia caves. So now we're going back to the Golden Saucer to see if we can make it through Battle Square. If we make it through Battle Square, and we're really just going to level up the rest. Chuffed that I've got all these Materia now. That gives me more or less. I think there might be a few things that we pick up in the Battle Square at the end of the Battle Square, but we're going to get W summon. That's what I'm saying. So W summon allows you to summon from one action, and then mine allows you to pick it up into a second action. So, for example, you can one of my characters could W summon nice and around, and the next one could mine a previous character, and that would mean nice and around got set off 4 times in a row. We're going to find out what GP balance is. In fact, I could tell me. Save my time. Maybe I should save. Current GP. Oh, 725. I need 2,000. I don't need that at all. Is that what I'm thinking? I do want to go to the inn and get a bit of a sleep. And go scoring. I wouldn't mind a rest. Just to make sure I'm fully operational. All HP and MP. Wow, it's Mr. Hangman. Oh, it's 5 GP here too. Alright, I'll deal with it. That means 280 GP short of buying my experience plus. Maybe I'll get some in Battle Square. Where we at? Where we at? Nice. So let's head to Battle Square. Now I do need to get all busted up for this. It's going to be a reset. Absolute reset. So I need ultimate. Just steal it. Here's ult. Better defense than magic defense. style of this. That I just be like, let's nail I'm going to start off with a big guard, regen, and then I'm just going to get stuck here. Things can't tell me the frog's going to go ribbon on. I'm doing that crit up the back. That crit up the back. A full 9999. Which is insane. That was a counter. That should be pretty much out of barrier. Getting real lucky at the moment. So now I need to put my big guard back on. Attack me again. I dare you. All materia. Oh dear. At least my regen's still kicking. Oh, my regen just stopped. Oh dear. Oh dear. One thing. BP. Holy crumbs. Where's the vending machine? can't hear me at all. Can't hear me at all. I'll fix this. Is that any better? Is that better? I turned up the gain on my mic. Let me check some settings here. La 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 la. La 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 la. Can you hear that, Nick? That should be a lot better. Slightly? What the hell, slightly? Like, changed a lot of stuff here. That might be too much gain. Alright, I'm still going to leave it. Oh, there we go, much better. Okay, cool. I did a couple of things. Kids have been playing around with stuff, so my mic gain was down physically on my microphone. And the balance in OBS was actually seemed to be quite down as well. So I'll fix that. How you going, man? So something I was saying just before you drop by is tonight's been 100% grind. It is grind time, just to get through end game content. But I did finish off my golden Chocobo breeding. Yeah, that is weird. We did the golden last stream we were breeding the Chocobos to get a golden Chocobo. We had to finish that off tonight. So finish that, and then we're into Battle Square, which is a monotonous tournament that I've got to do over and over and over to get all the points that I need, all the battle points. I can't leave Battle Square, otherwise I lose all my battle points. I've already spent 32,000 of them to buy Omni Slash, which is my final limit break, but I need 64,000 more. Yeah, I'm back in the Gold Saucer. So I'm working my way towards 64,000 battle points to get the W summon Materia, which means I can essentially cast 2 summons for the price of 1. Very similar to the W item, like, well, it is the same as the W item dupe, but you don't dupe with it. It just does the same thing. Yeah, this stream, or the last stream, this stream, and I'm not going to let it be the next stream, but they're full grind time. It's just the same old thing, running around doing monotonous stuff. But I'm going to try and sneak in a few hours off stream tomorrow or Sunday, and do the big power level area of the game, which I've already been in and displayed previously, but just to pump my guys up to where they need to be to ensure that on Sunday night, I think Sunday night will be the one I should be able to take on Emerald Weapon, Ruby Weapon, and then go beat Sephiroth, and that's it. I got the Knights of the Round Materia tonight with the Golden Chocobo. So I got Knights of the Round and the other 3 super rare materia that are only found in the materia caves. Oh no, can't cast any more spells. How you been, man? What have you been up to? How are your days going? Are you like still able to work in these pandemic type times? Oh, halved it again. I don't think I actually get anything from these battles. Yeah, I don't. So I can't level up my damn thing. My limit break. Oh well. Balls to that. Still working on Skype very carefully in people's homes. Yeah. It's kind of what it's like at the moment. It's bad. Yeah, wow. That is somewhat surprising. Well, it isn't. It's not surprising because I have a relatively low opinion of society. So it doesn't shock me that people are unhygienic. But at the same time, it still never ceases to amaze me how careless people are with their jobs and their careers. You know, like, if you're going to be a healthcare professional, take the health part seriously, not just the care part. That's good for you, though. Absolutely good for you. What a hit. Sometimes people get a bad support worker for their first one. Yeah. And then all the others are sloppy as. Oh wow. And ask him to make them cups of tea? Because that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, got a cure. No handicap this round. Even put my HP back to where it was. Yeah. That's good. There's actually a show, and like it's not a reality show, it's just, oh, my command materia broken. There's a show that my wife, my wife's been watching, but I've watched a few episodes with her, and the father like gains a neurological disorder, and they need to bring in a carer, and they're interviewing them, and there's one guy, he looks like a bit of a bum. He talks a bit overly colloquially. He's always on about betting on the horses and this and that, and they decide not to go with him. And then another lady comes in. She's this real nice, neat, tidy nurse, and she's like, he needs this kind of care and this sort of stuff, and they're just blown away. So they hire the nurse, and very quickly it all essentially goes to shit because the nurse is like, okay, I need you to buy a proper hospital bed and this machine and that machine and this machine and that machine, and telling him when he has to go to sleep and what he should and shouldn't do, and basically just saying, well, don't you want him to make the most out of what life he's got back, because he can't walk and everything. And they thought they were making a good choice. And then at the end of the episode, they've got the raggedy guy back, and he's like, oh, he just won 100 on the horses, and he reckons he's going to put another 150 on next time, and they're having a bit of a laugh. And the guy with the disorder is like, oh, I want a chocolate milkshake. So he goes and gets it. The carer goes and gets him a chocolate milkshake, but while he's out there, he's like sneaking spinach in and this and that. He's like, oh, it's good for his health. And he was actually the much more loving and caring carer, even though he came across much more of just like a regular everyday guy instead of like a sterile, like big health professional with years and years of experience. It's a good show. It's someone, I can't remember the character's name, it's like Jen or something, but it's someone's amazing playlist. The premise of the show is like the daughter out of nowhere like has an episode, and then she gains this power where she sees what other people are thinking by hallucinating them doing a musical number. It's like a different take on Glee. It's quite a funny show. Hey, 10,000 battle points. That helped. That gets us a bit better. So we're 41,000 battle points in. We've got to get to 64,000 before I can bugger off and go to another area. That's it, Zoe's Amazing Playlist. There you go. You know the show. Or I don't know if you've seen it or just your dad's seen it and just recommended it, but I reckon you would both get a kick out of it. It's a good show. I've only watched a few episodes, but the wife's watched a ton of it. And whenever I'm around, or like when we're hanging out for the night, we can't decide what to watch. I say, like, put Zoe's Amazing Playlist on because I like it. I just don't feel the need to keep up with every episode for the storyline. And I've got to tell you, I'm very excited about Frost. Is it Frostmourne or Frosthaven? The Kickstarter that started up. So I don't know if you know what Gloomhaven is, but Gloomhaven is the #1 rated board game on Board Game Geek. So yeah, for all intents and purposes, the best board game on the planet. But it's very much, it's almost like D&D in a box. It's almost as expansive as D&D, but also as confined enough to be able to be learnt out of a box with the set pieces and not need a DM. But it was originally a Kickstarter, and the guy got funded. It's one dude who made the story, the monsters, the mechanics, the economy, the everything in the game, except for like the artwork and the professional packaging and stuff. Oh, my weapon is broken. Does that mean I can't use my weapon? I haven't had that come up yet. I've never know because I can't hit this bloody thing. Yeah, Frosthaven. Certainly saw one of the video game PR. Works for it, yeah, nice. So the guy who made it, someone Childress, can't even his first name, someone Childress, but I've got Gloomhaven, and me and a group of friends have formed a party to play through the entire game, and we're very, very into it. We don't get anywhere near enough time to play it because it's tough. It's timed weird. So usually you look at a box of a game and it says, okay, it might take roughly 45 minutes to an hour or something like that. The Gloomhaven is, I think it's a maximum of 4 people, but you can play single player, and it's timed as, and it takes an extra half an hour per additional player. So we play with 3 people, and yeah, every mission should take an hour and a half if we were pretty quick. We're not all that quick, so we've had about 3 or 4 sessions. The first one took maybe 8 hours, and after that we usually go sort of 4 to 6. But it's heavy. It's definitely the heaviest video game, board game I've ever experienced, both in the actual physical size of the box and the knowledge curve, like the learning curve to actually know what you're doing in it. But it is amazing. You get a massive sense of accomplishment out of it. Toad. I'm not going to turn into a toad because I'm wearing a ribbon. Now, it won't affect me. Auntie Donna. I have not. I just thought it's a sketch they made for Rove where one of them explained the rules of this bullshit tabletop game. It could be, maybe, possibly, Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven was the first night we sat down to play it, my god, it was a huge learning curve. Absolutely ridiculous. This ghost ship is going to get obliterated out of the water. I hope it's the last boss in this round. Wow, my weapon really is broken. I'm doing bugger all damage to this thing. There we go. I got whacked with some pretty bad handicaps that time. 4,000. So this seems like this really massive grind. And it has been ever since I got Omni Slash. When I spent my first 32,000 battle points for Omni Slash, every time I was in here, the handicap wheel was coming up with different types of materia that would break. And I was just like, the first time when I went through, I got 12,000 battle points for my first 8 fights. And now I'm getting like 3,000 and 4,000. So it's taking a hell of a lot longer. Working on the IG templates. Excellent. Beautiful. I was just going to pick colors and do it myself, but it's your like design and template, and it looks beautiful, man. So I prefer you to pick the colors. Yeah, like it's your branding. It's your like it's a miniature masterpiece, and I love it. Yeah, absolutely. Those color codes that we were talking about, I reckon I'll be sitting here, especially now I'm work from home from what could be, they reckon 90 days is the social distancing thing, and my building at work is quite likely to hold everyone at work from home as long as social distancing in place. So I've got 3 months of sitting at home, and I imagine if I've got 3 months sitting at home with those templates, I could very likely be knocking out something on Instagram once a day or once every 2 days. I'll find an update. I'll be taking photos of stuff around my place, gaming news. I'll be putting together video content and all sorts of stuff. Keen as. You deserve the compliments, man. We're both super excited about this thing, and yeah, you deserve the praise. It's just as much yours as it is mine. I'm talking about Playtopia as a whole, not that template. God, I hate this Minotaur thing with the 2 shields. It's like impossible to hit. I wonder if I can just... I don't really have any magic that I could justify using on it. I'll just hit it with a comet. Probably blow its head clean off, but at least it's out of my hair. Highly susceptible to magic, and damn near impossible to hit with a sword. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, no, team members will help. Tate reckons he's just been flat out at work, and so he's got his video content ready to put together. I said, look, the video opener is done, the YouTube thumbnail template is done, the naming convention sort of thing of how we're going to name things like Tate Plays or First Tate, and have Tate's picture there. Yeah, we're pretty much ready to roll. I think I get into it, you get into it, Tate gets into it, and then we'll have people pop out of the woodwork and be like, hey, that looks, I want to get in on that, let's do it. It'll be a little bit of a slow roll, but at the same time, I'm happy with it being a bit of a slow roll. Oh, my lights are strobing out, I just noticed. Sort of okay with it being a slow roll because I'm putting so much of my time into content. Yeah, sorry about this. There we go. Stop the blinking. It's not actually a blinking light. It's like the color balance on my webcam trying to look half decent. Man, that was such a smooth run. I can't believe it only gave me 4,000 battle points. What a jip. Here we go again. I was complaining earlier that one of the pieces I was doing was just running around doing random encounters because I had to knock off 18 random encounters before I could go back and breed my Chocobo. And I was complaining that was probably the most boring, monotonous part of the game that I've done so far. But now I'm thinking this is. Of course, this is just Battle Square. When I decide that I need to go and get my my GP, so my golden points, I know the in-house currency of the gold saucer. When I need to get that up to 2,000, it's at 1,600 at the moment, but I think it gains heaps slower. So when I need to build that up to 2,000, I'll probably complain even harder. And honestly, the fastest way might just be to do it through Chocobo racing. Viewer number 2. Oh no, they're gone again. Yeah, we've finally come up with a 2, I'd say, the last one and this one. Boring, I would even self-proclaim boring streams for this game. Because to do everything there is to do in the game, you need a bit of grind time. And that's where we're at. We're on the grind. Everything else has been like progressing the story, we've had drama, we've had ups and downs and mechanics to explain and all that, but all that basically gets thrown out the window now. We're just grinding for various rewards. It will be. I don't know what to expect. Did you see? I got it? In fact, you might like this. The art book in the deluxe edition. Oh, I'm setting my lighting off again. Sorry about that. Let me just find. It's cool. Oh, 4,000. I'm actually pretty close. Yeah, stuff like that. Where they've got each character. Each character gets a page, and they basically have a child version, and an adolescent version, and like an adult version. And it's pretty cool. It's a really nice looking art book. I had to pick Tifa to show off because she's one of the best looking characters. So I am going to do, while I am like doing all the end game content, I'm not going to 100% the game, basically because it is a waste of time trying to do silly things like fill in every enemy skill in the enemy skill materia when we've got like the 2 or 3 that you ever plausibly use. So I'm not going to do all that crap. My game plan from here is I've got to grind through this to get my W summon. I've got to get my BP up to buy my experience plus, which will actually reduce my grind time. What else do I need to do? I need to go and morph an enemy in the underwater reactor to get a guidebook, to get the underwater materia so I can fight Emerald. Emerald weapon, that is. And but after I get that guidebook and before I fight Emerald, I need to go back down the northern cavern to the power level area, and I basically need to pull all my characters up about 20 levels, which might take 2 or 3 hours of grinding. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'm not sure if the remake could so much have grinding, or would. I don't know, I'm so keen to get into it because I don't even know where the story stops. Because it's episodical, you're really going to have to play through to figure out where it stops in this game. It is, and they just call it Final Fantasy VII Remake. They don't call it Part 1 or Part 2. They might call the next one Final Fantasy VII 2 Remake? No, they'd have to call it Remake Part 2. But I believe it's episodical, so it's not going to be the full story. It'll be interesting to see how far it goes and whether or not it is going to be 2 games or 3 games. Oh, pardon me. It is hot up here. It is hot and I'm tired. Oh, halve my HP again. That's two halves. Bad times. Good thing just about nothing in here does anywhere near any damage to me. Yeah, this next thing's going to get rained on. I don't have a broken sword this time, so I should wipe it out one hit. That's better. Nice and quick. 10,000. Oh my lord. I need 64,000 BP. I was at 63,545. However, this makes me feel very good because this is my last time in. Until I do my power leveling. I gotta come back for one more crack at the 8. Because I get another special materia after I've learnt my final limit break. Which I have obtained, but I can't learn it yet. Sad face. However, I've had Barrett's learnt for a long time. I don't know how he managed to level up so much. I guess he just killed a lot more things with his limit break. Or he hit his limit break a lot more often. The downfalls about being the stronger character is that I don't take as much damage, so I don't do as many limits. As you can see, I'm now doing max hits, and my standards are like 7,000 something. But I very often hit a critical, and my crits are always just flat 9999 max damage. And for the battle arena, because you don't earn any XP from doing these fights, I'm actually using my ultimate weapon, which is called Ultima Weapon. Very confusing. But I wouldn't usually use it because it has no materia growth. So when I go power leveling, I'll be dropping down to a crappier weapon, but one that has good materia growth, or at least normal materia growth, so that all my materia continues to level with me. Oh, my command materia. It means I can't use any more enemy skills, but you may have realized I'm really just physically attacking and relying on my counterattacks, which do stupid damage. Oh, I'm like 15 levels down in here at the moment. But still shouldn't affect my hit damage too much. Or how much damage I hit for, I should say. I'm wearing a ribbon, which protects me from all abnormal effects, so I can't get put to sleep or confused, or I don't even think I can be poisoned. Ah, weapon broken. Harsh times. You see, with weapon broken, I'm doing about 3,000 or 4,000 damage less per hit which is annoying. Wow, how the time flies. 10:30 already. That's usually when I wind up the stream. I'm going to push on a little bit further tonight, being a Friday night. I think I may have earned a bit of a sleep in tomorrow with a stellar performance as a husband today. Looked after the kids, worked from home, did heaps of cleaning. Didn't make dinner, but you know, we bought dinner, so made the kids dinner. I need like a cure-all that will just, I think a cure takes away all adverse effects. It'd be nice if I could get rid of this broken weapon. Oh, what summons do I have? I've only got Hades. I don't really want to cast Hades. Hopefully this detects that I've suffered through hardship to get through the end of these battles. It just gives me, well, it can give me any amount of BP really, I don't care. I only need like the bare minimum amount to get the prize that I want. So I suffered a half-time handicap as well, so my ATB bar is going slow as hell. Put this thing to sleep so it can't attack me. Adverse effects from getting hit with a sword that's got added effect and Hades paired. I poisoned it and put it to sleep in one hit. Sad times. 3,000 for a crit. I don't even think this is the last fight. I mean, this next one's going to take all sorts of long. I will cast Hades on the next one. At least once. Oh. I'm going to cast Hades now because I don't want to waste my limit break on something that's about to die. I'm not sure Hades is going to do much damage though. I've had it a while now and it's not really leveled up. Looks cool though. Looks real cool. Oof. I'm gonna have to use my limit now. Look how slow it is. I'm slow. It's slow. I'm half speed. It's probably quarter speed. Maybe even 8 speed. The thing's barely moving. Plus it's asleep. Okay, it didn't die. There we go, 65,000 even, because apparently that's the max you can get. Ah, yes, I would like to exchange. I would like W summon. If I've got 1,000 battle points, is there anything I can do with that? Preemptive looks pretty good. Means I've got a big chance of getting preemptive attacks. Oh, thank the wow, that's over. Event Chocobo. I can't even read where this door goes. Oh, to the station. Speed Square. Event Square. Wonder Square. I think Wonder Square might be where the games are. Yep. I don't even know where I redeem from. The bike, I sucked at that. I sucked even worse at snowboarding. Submarine I was pretty good at. I hate the fight. Mod game is pretty... No, you need to know what you're doing for the mod game. I guess I'll try the submarine. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know that. It's a menu to speed up. What's my menu? Yeah, menu. Switch. Cool. Alright. Let's do it. Let's just start with the first one. I sunk it, did I? Oh. Controls are whack as. I'm pretty sure I sunk that sub. Do I have to sink more? Yeah, I know it's a mine. I know, I gotcha. I'm so lost. Let's go into the depths. Surely my sonar should be like going off telling me that there's something here somewhere. Ah, there. Okay, it's tipped off to the side. Oh man, this better be worse than there. Oh, he's trying to come at me. Come at me, bro. Whatever, you're down. Okay, so I've reached a wall. Have to spin around. Find somewhere else to go. Aha! How many of these things are there? This better not go like the whole 7.5 minutes. That will make me very grumpy. I thought the idea was we just had to get rid of the red sub. Ooh. Saw a red sub. Come on, did I win? No, there's absolutely no chance I'm doing this silly minigame again. Come on, where's the next sub? There. What the hell? Seems just like going around me in circles. What the hell? Surely this is like the ultimate boss of the submarines. Because I cannot turn any faster than that. See if it just like comes around into my face. Oh, you got it. Well, this is boring as hell. Yay, mission complete. Let's never do that again. Worst mission. $42,196. Yay me. 20 GP. You are kidding yourself. $15.90. What can I get? That's what I want. A 2000. Alright. So I need 410. I can do that in Chocobo Racing. But not from here. I need to go out. Who are we at? 10:45. Let's go save the game, because we've done quite a lot. We're going to need to respec our characters. We're going to go visit the Chocobo Sage, and then we're going to go get ourselves a guidebook. We can go to Calm Traveller. And then it will be time to cut it. Have a rest. Have a big rest. Okay. Well, let's do the jiggle. get this weapon off and go to Apocalypse. That looks pretty good. Just check if Yuppie's missing anything. I might put preemptive on. And a MP+. That should do pretty good. That should do alright. So let's go to the Sage. I'm going to drop some moolah. On the silker screens. I might go, I think I've only ever fed 10 silker screens to a Chocobo before. But we're going to go 30 because I'm not too worried about money at the moment. We're going to feed them to, we're going to feed them to our gold Chocobo. I think. We might race our gold Chocobo. Oh, there he is. Oh, he just stays where you left him. That's cool. And he's in here. Is that right? Yeah, Choco. Oh, Choco's not in the stable. That's why. Now. Now it's probably easier to just get Choco. Because then we have an awesome, really, really awesome goal run. Put him back. There we go. He's up the top now. So we're going to pump this little dude full of greens. Overfeed him. Gonna end up with a Chocobo. Big fat Chocobo. Now I'm going to give 10 more, just because I'm like that. Alright, that's all we need to do there. So now we're going to race Choco. Better save the game. We need to go to Junon. To the underwater reactor. Oops. It's not the right button. We also need a morph materia. Yuppies. Oh. Easy. Alright, we gotta go in here we're going to go to the underwater reactor. Well, we can't go in the reactor. We need to go to the tunnel. The tube. Oh, I'm glad to be out of that battle square. It's tough grinding. Tell you what. We'll bribe our way in once again. Do, 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 do. At least we're running around the world. We might be tying up loose ends, but at least we're traveling, we're moving. It's a lot better than the grinding that has been. So I've got even more grinding to go in the future, off stream. Weird music to have in this point. It's not when you're down here the first time, but definitely the second time it is. It's like the race against the clock kind of music. Oh no, we've stumbled into a Japanese arcade. Good thing about down here is all the random encounters are actually going to earn us stuff. So back to earning. Ba, ba, ba. Now we go down, down, down to underwater reactor town. Wah, 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 wah. Here we go. So this is the tube that we want. We're just going to run around here until we run into a ghost ship. This is the only screen in the game where we can run around to find the ghost ship. It turned up in a battle arena, but that doesn't do us any good. Now that we're back at this stage, the enemies are not too hard. So when we find Sir Battleship, not Battleship, Sir Ghost Ship. Oh, okay. Nick's back. Here we go. It's going to be interesting to see. Yep. Apparently Humble Bundle 12-month subscription is due. Well then. No good. Not good in these trying times. But could be a blessing in disguise. Yeah. Especially if you've got more time at home, but also picking up more work. I don't know. I love Humble Bundle. Considering all the vices I've had over the years that I've put money into constantly, I think I can, yeah, time for some giveaways. Full show. That's what I'd be doing. I sold the wife on Humble Bundle once on the subscription, and she agrees. It's just like, what? Constant influx of games for like $12 a month, 10 games or something. Can't beat it. And it saves me bitching and moaning about trying to decide what to play, in the sense that you look at the same old tired library, but now you look at a even bigger and ever growing library of games that you want to get to because they looked cool that one time. Hey, the ghost ship. So this is what we've been after. So we are not going to attack it. We're going to morph it. And hopefully it comes off first time. Did she just counterattack that thing? No, she must have tried to morph it. I don't know if a morph is like a magic, like an ability, where you have to kill it with the morph. Because this thing's probably going to be quite strong. That's alright. I've got enough MP and HP to go all night. It can be, but not in this instance. The tiny amount of stuff that it does, I could hit it. I might hit it with Barret because he's the weaker of the crew. Or then again, Cloud counterattacks, so I better not. I think I have to kill it with the morph, because this is how I get the guidebook. I might hit it with Barret, because I think it's got a lot of... Okay. Don't have that much health apparently. Maybe I'll find another one. I'll do it the other way around. I'll hit it with Barret first, and then I'll morph it until it dies. That thing survived as a frog. Odd. At least I'm getting XP. Getting XP, getting AP. It's not exactly a high growth area. But the sword that Cloud has got is triple growth materia. Triple materia growth. Just defend for a moment, lass. Alright. 2.5. I might have Yuffie attack at once. So it's done 4.5. Now I'll just morph it. Because Barret killed it with a 4.5. And I'd hit it, I don't know, a few times. Maybe 4. So I've done roughly the same amount of damage. What in the hell? Did it just throw Cloud? It just threw Cloud out of the fight. Okay, I guess he's not coming back. If he throws another one, I'm gonna be unhappy. I mean, another attack by Barret should outright kill it. I just don't want it to flip Yuffie, because I need to find another one of the bastards. Oh, come on, you bag of bones. You silly ship of bones. I don't know who's got my luck plus materia on. I think it is Yuffie. And so sort of want the luck plus going here. Oh, come on. Done so much damage to it. Sort of so much damage to it. I've done enough that any regular hit's going to kill it, but Morph is just chipping away so slow. There we go. Changed into a guidebook. Done as. Cloud gets nothing. Oh well. Alright, we out. Let's see, you've got the guidebook. Go take that to Calm. Go to Calm Traveller. Jeez, 11 o'clock. I think I can accomplish everything I wanted to tonight in another extended stream. This stream's been going for 3 hours the last few days, but oh well. I'll take this to the Traveller. Then I'm going to go back to the Gold Saucer, and I'm going to race my Golden Chocobo enough to get about 400 GP. Then I'm going to buy my XP Plus or my Experience Plus Materia from the vending machine. And then I'm going to fly to the Northern Crater and save it. Go to bed. Oh, back attack. Rude. Oh. That is overkill. Oh. I may as well use it. There we go. 20. No, that's about 35,000 HP. There's one scary, scary limit break for the enemy. Do. So I went back to the. I don't know if you dropped for a while or was doing something else, Nick. But I went to the Chocobo Sage, and I bought up a bunch of greens, the real good quality greens. I dropped almost half my gill on 30 of them. They're like $5 each. And I fed all 30 to the gold chocobo, which isn't a proven race chocobo. Like, I haven't bred it as a race chocobo. That means it will start from C class, and from C class it means I've got probably 8 or 9 races in it before it has any real competition. And in that 8 or 9 races, all I need for it to do is get a few good items for winning to get 400 GP. There's one item that it's not really rare. It should be relatively easy for me to get that gives me 300 GP. So that should be all I need, I think. What am I doing here? Yeah, I don't even need to worry about like doing a full heal or anything like that. I'm not going anywhere dangerous, not going in any fights that can actually get me hurt. Just need that 400 GP. So we're down to get 400 GP here. I didn't go to the Calm Traveller. Yeah. I can do that anytime. I've got the guidebook now. I need 400 GP here to buy one Materia. And then I need to go to the Calm Traveller. And then it's grind time in the Northern Crater. And then it's fight Emerald, fight Ruby, fight Sephiroth. Job done. Game over. Race Choco. Yeah, this first course, if it's anything like the last few times, it should go like lightning speed. Holy hell, 999 stamina. I wonder, so what I want there is the gift at the bottom, the Mega Elixir, gift number 3. I wonder if that means I can just essentially go flat chat the whole time. Nah, I'll still run out if I do that. But it means I can go damn quick. See by the minimap, I'm going to be finished so far ahead of the rest of this pack, and you can't leave the race until second place comes in. This is what happens when you give 30 Silker Screens to a gold Chocobo. They essentially move warp speed. So I finished that race, and the whole rest of the pack are not even halfway. We're getting into insanitary territory. But if my prize for winning is that Mega Elixir, then that'll be 300 of the 400 GP I need. I think I actually need 430. Pardon me. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Spam that button. They're coming. The rest of the pack are coming. But that fills me with great confidence that it should, well, this Chocobo could probably go all the way. Come on, what do I get, what do I get, what do I get? Mega Elixir. That's what we want. Give me that sweet GP. Alright. Let's call it 130 or 140 GP to go. Go for another silly race on Choco. On a short course to get it over and done as quick as possible. If I get another Mega Elixir here, we're done. It's all the racing I'll need to do. This is one fast turkey. I'm actually on manual operation, but don't need to do a damn thing. Just set the pace and let the bird run. So this little space section I'm coming into here, every kind of Chocobo will slow down in that space section except for a green, a black and a gold. And now I need to sit here for another minute and let the rest, or let second place get round the track enough to finish. I usually get, if I do blocks of races, like 6, 7, 8, 9 Chocobo races, I usually get 2 Mega Elixirs in that time. But now I get a bunch of crap like 10 and 15 GP items as well. Because Mega Elixirs don't actually come up as a plausible gift all the time. Let's see. Maybe we jag it. Maybe, just maybe, if we pull a Mega Elixir here, it would be amazing. Come on, little guys. The giant turkeys, they're coming. There we go. What do we get? Come on, Mega Elixir. Oh, Trank. That's not going to give us... It's going to give us 10. Alright. And again. Still, all things considered, even having to go and buy the greens, go back to the farm, feed the Chocobo, fly back to the saucer, it's all so much quicker than the alternative, which was playing the arcade games. It took me like 5.5 minutes to get 20 GP from sinking submarines. That game is rubbish. This is why I don't have to do anything. I just sit here and let the bird run. Run, birdie. They're gonna catch you. Sake. I could actually play some bass while I'm waiting for these birds. Nah. I'll just sit here and be lazy and talk to myself in the camera. Oh dear. How do you feel about the 90-day lockdown, Nick? It is fun. It does. It feels incredibly rewarding to play to a point where you've got a golden chocobo that's just running laps around the other birds. But the big rewarding part should, assuming I get my off-stream power level in, the big rewarding part is beating Emerald and Ruby. Oh yeah, it's lockdown's absolutely going to happen. The social distancing is supposed to be in place for 3 months. Mega Elixir. That's it. That's all the GP we need. GP, please. 300. Yeah, moved up a rank. Don't care. Never racing a bird again. Where do I have to go? Wonder Square. $2,200 GP. So these two at the bottom, there's 3, but 2 at the bottom. The 1,000 one gives me more gil every time I fight. It's a gil plus materia, but this one gives me experience, and that's what I want. Experience plus. I think I actually want to put it on Yuffie to begin with, because she's actually the lowest on experience. She doesn't really need that much MP. Perfect. Perfect and quick. That saved me like 3 hours of playing the damn things. I didn't mean to go in there. How do I get out? Let me out. Alright, now it's off to the Calm Traveller. And now it's fun. Now we're just like zipping around the world, just run from screen to screen. And mind you, we are going back into, well, not yet, and I won't be on stream. The power level area is where you were watching before with me, Nick, where I kept running into Master Tonbury all the bloody time. That's the power level area. But I'll deal with that off stream. Let's hoof it on over to Calm. Trade in this guidebook. Is this Calm? Yes, it's Calm. I just don't know where this guy is. Is it under the bridge? Oh, this music. It's like you get so much of this music at the beginning of the game. When you're finding out about everyone's like hardships and you're meeting the characters of the world. You don't hear it too much after that. I don't want the item store. I need none of your wares, good sir. I'm looking for the man at the bar. Also kind of looking for the bar. Yeah, it is the painful area. It's not so much a painful area, it's an amazing area, but Tonbury is a pain. If I run into him too many times, you just don't get enough out of the fight. Oh, you know what? The bar is actually in this tunnel past the kid that I talked to. Derp. Stay out of the kitchen. What? Did I miss something? Oh, you know what? The calm traveller might not actually be in calm. He might be somewhere around the world, and he's the traveller from calm. Please hold. I need to finish this off. Where is this butthead? And maybe he is here. I just didn't look around hard enough. I didn't want to talk to every NPC in the town. Here he is. I'm going on a journey to pray for their souls. There's a guidebook, a desert rose, and the earth harp. So the guidebook I have, the desert rose, is a reward for killing ruby weapon, and the earth harp, I think, is in the bone village. I'm not sure, but I can give you the guidebook. Oh, it's guidebook, like it's its name. Oh, it's Simon, the guidebook. Want to trade this for underwater materia? How's about it? Done deal. Oh, he's actually going to walk off and get me the materia. I can't move anywhere. See, it had to be under the bed, because if it was in the drawer, I could have stolen it earlier in the game. Easy peasy. Beautiful. Underwater materia is the enabler to allow us to fight Emerald Weapon, because he's underwater, and every time you dive underwater you have a 20-minute time limit to come back out of the water, but with the underwater materia equipped, that timer goes away, so you can be underwater for as long as you want, because it's actually hard to beat Emerald Weapon in under 20 minutes. And that's a singular fight, so it's a long ass fight. Now we'll do a full restore of everything. Thank you for a job well done, sir. Let's save this bad boy. Alright, level 67, 30 or just shy of 34 hours, 232,496 gil. You know what, one thing I'm going to do before I put this game down, after I beat Emerald and Ruby, but before I go beat Sephiroth, I'm going to go and sell heaps of mastered materia so that I max my gil to 999,999,999, because that's a Steam achievement, and it's a Steam achievement that I don't have for this game. So I need to remember to do that. And now, can I plant this thing down here? No, I can't. But I can go down into the North Crater. And I should be able to, no, I can't save right here. No, I did just save it. You know what? I'll go save it here. So I'm exactly where I want to be when I resume. Otherwise, what was the point of flying up here? Beautiful. Alright, we are set to go. I'm going to do a power level session sometime over the weekend. And then we're going to resume from on Sunday night, 8:30 Australian Eastern Standard. and we're going to take on, I think, as long as I power level hard enough, we're going to take on Emerald Weapon and Ruby Weapon. And then we're going to go make a hell of a lot of money, and then we're going to go beat Sephiroth, and hopefully Sunday night will be the conclusion. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for chatting along, Nick. And for anyone else who checks this out, check us out, Nick Bate and I, on playtopia.com.au or streamerlinks.com/playtopia ANZ to see all the goodness. You'll see us everywhere on every platform all the time. Peace.